But in the research that has been done, there's one lure that comes up again and again.
Only in the initial stages does the psychopath do big gestures. He's attracting the female. But then, once she is in the net, closure comes. And he closes, it's like a business deal, very, very quickly. You see, it's all about exploiting the empathy. You could say that it was quite an intricate mating strategy. On the other hand, you could say that it was to get one foot in the camp and went in there to live a parasitic lifestyle and to exploit all the resources of the woman. But because she has high empathy, people with high empathy, they're very good at sharing resources.
I'd grown weary of Sam's off-camera tirades against me. They were now getting more frequent and more vicious. This time, I was determined his behaviour wouldn't go unrecorded.
Would you prefer not to come today, Sam?
Sheet face.
Sorry?
Sheet face. Pick your nose and lick your fingertips. Do something you're good at. You got that?
I don't really want to work.
Don't work.
Okay?
Don't work?
I don't want to work like this. I don't
want to work like this. That's the only way. What can you do? That's what I think about you. You're fucking idiot, shit face, everything. Now, taking all this into consideration, what do you want to do? You are on a catch-22. What to do here? It's like breach the contract, and I'll be delighted. I buy my own tickets, baby.
No, Sam, I'm not interested in fighting with you about money.
I'm not interested in your shit face.
Money.
I'm not interested in your shit face.
I'm really not interested.
You're the most narcissistic person I've seen. You're the voice of a croaking frog and you fancy yourself a singer. You're an idiot. So here we are. Do you want to go or not?
Well,
pick your nose. You forgot to pick your nose. And don't forget to lick your fingertips. Revolting thing.
I know you're trying to punish me, but I'm not really sure
I'm
why.
not trying to punish you. You're so inconsequential. I'm trying to manipulate you into doing the movie that I want you to do.
Well,
okay. So.
Good luck. If you want to take this cab, I'm happy to give you the day off, and I don't guess I could get you to promise that you'll stop abusing me. Because I do not like being bullied.
Well, we all don't like certain things in life, but life is life, you know. Certain things are unchangeable.
I don't like conflict, Sam, but you know.
Well, you seem to be courting it left, right, centre.
Victims of psychopaths are generally left confused and broken after their encounter.
Most of the psychopaths will actually have the victims ending up by thinking that they're the problem. And one can bully, manipulate, and con them. And rather than responding by either leaving or fighting back, they often will take it and think that he's right. You know, everything he says is right, there's something wrong with me, and I deserve all of this. And it's pretty sad.
Something called projection is common. It's a little like the tactics of a religious cult leader.
Characteristic of the paranoid is projecting, which means attributing to others one's own nefarious, malicious motives. And that's what you do. You're the one who's hostile. You're the one who did something dishonest. You are not careful with your clothes, etc., etc., etc.
The victims all have something in common, and that is that they're human. And everybody can be victimized. I have been victimized. I have been conned and manipulated by psychopaths, and I should know better, but how do you know?
I love you.
If we believe in the fundamental goodness of man, we're doomed.
Maybe I'm a slow learner, but even after all this time with Sam, I'm still astounded by his capacity for cold-hearted cruelty. Only minutes after his onslaught against me in the hotel lobby, he can calmly slip into the third person and dissect the whole incident, giving us some useful tips on bullying at the same time.
Your body was flooded instantly with adrenaline and its derivatives like norepinephrine and so on. Now, when these hormones pervade the bloodstream, your brain reacts. It shuts down certain centers and activates others. This is called a stress reaction, or stress syndrome, actually. Then when the abuse recedes, the adrenaline levels begin to drop. As they drop, the entire system goes into mayhem. The heart that receives an adrenaline shock and pounded about 30 to 50% faster has to readjust. Blood pressure drops precipitously, and you move from hypertension to hypotension. Many systems in the body go haywire within a session of bullying, and especially after the session is over. So what bullies usually do, they start and stop, start and stop. That achieves the maximum physiological arousal and the maximal stress syndrome. And this is the great secret of bullying. Never overdo it. Small doses. The victim will do the rest. Although you are shaking, much less. I must do something about it.
As for me, I'm feeling quite shattered. Even though I've captured what I think is the real Sam on camera, I'm not sure I can properly explain the effect he's had on me. That night, I hang up my hat and shave my beard, a kind of cleansing ritual. I'm thankful at last for some time free of torment. But finally getting to the bottom of the big fib of Dr. Sam is a hollow victory. For months afterwards, parts of his taunts still come flooding back to haunt me.
If you're a bit smarter than I give you credit for, you will lay in bed and you will think, okay, Sam told me many bad things. He did it malevolently, but now let's try, the wheat out of the chaff. Let's try to see what of what he said is meaningful. What could be helpful? Which of the things he said are true for me and describe me accurately? And what can I do to change them?
Making a movie with a psychopath is one thing. Taking advice from them about how you should live your life is a whole other kind of madness. And that's one place I've promised myself I'm definitely not going to go.